I'm with Joe Torres right here. Danny from Hey Dude.
Who? This is Joe Torres. This is Danny Lightfoot from the show Hey Dude, Nickelodeon from the early 90s. And I've been wanting to know what happened to this guy for decades. And I know people have been looking at him for him for decades. They thought he was a used car salesman in New Jersey. They thought that he got in some kind of billiard fight with somebody in a pool hall, that he passed away from cirrhosis. The whole host of rumors has reached like crazy proportions. I mean, this guy is folklore. This is like seeing Bigfoot here. This is Joe Torres. I cannot believe this.
Original Nickelodeon, live action show. Bro, I heard you came out of hiding, people said. Where you been at, man?
So this is Wet Movie 1. This is Brandon, and he's got a YouTube channel, and he's interviewing Joe Torres after the supposed SplatCon. That's a Nickelodeon reunion from the cast members all the way back from the 80s, and unfortunately it was canceled, I think, for financial reasons. Danny Cooksley, who's the guy, the little redhead kid on Different Strokes and T2 and Salute Your Shorts, got everybody together for the fans to have a reunion afterwards, even though that the convention was completely canceled. And here he is, and Brandon is interviewing him, and I'm shocked.
Doing what I do.
Yeah, man. So, do you have any memories working on Hey Dude from back in the day?
Mostly kick-ass. I say mostly because, people are people. There's little things that come up here and there.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm kind of shocked that he's saying that, because everything that I've heard from the cast members of Hey Dude, from David Lasky and Christine Taylor, and everything I've heard is like, it was the most realistic, honest people on that show than any. They weren't divas. They were, making, basically scale pay, and they were very nice to each other. So when he said that, I was kind of like, what is this?
Major, but we're like family. Like, doesn't family squabble every once in a while?
Yeah, man. You have a favorite Nickelodeon show that's not Hey Dude?
And it'd be Ren and Stimpy.
Oh yeah. So definitely check out Wet Movie 1. He's good friends with Michael Ray Bauer, who played Donkey Lips on Salute Your Shorts. Not only Donkey Lips, Michael was there, but also Danny Cooksey, like I said earlier, and Venus DeMilo was there, and they all three were on Salute Your Shorts.
So I'm here with Mr. Joe Torres, who played Danny Lightfoot on Nickelodeon's Hey Dude. Really appreciate you being here. Thank you for the time.
All right, so if you think that I or anyone else has been looking for Danny Lightfoot, Joe Torres, birth name Jose Torres, for a long time, these guys here, they're Luke and John, and they have both been looking for Danny for decades. Even in as early as the late 90s, they were looking for him. They had a podcast now that you can look up, and I'll link that in the comment section, as well as Wet Movie 1. They've been looking for him for decades, and they've done, even back before video and YouTube, they were doing blogs about Danny, looking for him. And so they finally reached him, during the reunion. And here's a picture of Luke and John and Danny Lightfoot, who's actually Jose Torres or Joe Torres, and they did a little short interview. Again, it's a long 30-minute interview, and I'll put that in the comment section.
So one of the things that John and I would talk about frequently was what we would say to you to try to compel you to come talk to us more.
Assuming I was still alive.
Assuming you were still alive. Yes. That might have also been because, and this is something that Michael Cagle talked to us about, nobody really knew if Nickelodeon was going to make it. Right? It was such a new station.
So I'm not sure what he meant by that, because by the time that Hey Dude came out, that was late 80s, and that was after the slime thing with You Can't Do That on Television and Banana Man and all those shows from the 90s. So I didn't know that Nickelodeon was in trouble in the late 80s. I thought that was like their, after their heyday.
I think it was so lax. I'm just assuming here that maybe there wasn't a lot of formality and red tape.
To this day, that really does astound me. So many things could have gone wrong. The network could have said, after the first episode or even the first season,
So that's Kelly Brown there on the right. And a lot of people were big fans of Christine Taylor. They had a crush on her. But actually, I had a thing for Miss Brown. I love seeing her getting those tight blue jeans, man.
I'd heard people come up to me with rumors about where I was, what I was doing, if I was still around, and they say, "Oh, do you know that you're allegedly dead?" I go, well, who do you think started that rumor?
Apparently, you sold cars in New Jersey.
Oh, why would I do that?
That's just what they said.
When he says, "Why did I do that?" I think he said that sarcastically, like kind of questioning, "What the heck?"
And they're never wrong. Do you play pool, or have you played pool?
I think I played it once.
Based on the rumor.
Were you upset that people were looking for you at all?
It doesn't bother me. It's flattering, but I never really considered myself to be important enough to be the focus of that kind of attention.
I don't know if he knew. I don't know if he realized how many people were looking for him and respected his character on Hey Dude, because I did. I did watch it, and I was very impressed with his character and how they portrayed him as a Native American Indian. I think the tribe was Hobby, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I remember one episode specifically where he was talking to Ted, who was David Lasky's character, and he's basically, Ted was saying how great America was, which it is, by the way, but how great America was and everything was invented here. And then Danny Lightfoot would come in and say, nope, the Native American Indians invented that. They came out with dye first. They came out with weaving first. So again, I don't know what happened with this event, the SplatCon convention with all the Nickelodeon past cast members. I don't know what happened, but it was canceled, and it's just a shame. I don't think Nickelodeon was involved with it at all. I don't think they had enough funding. It's a shame. I hope that they can find some way to maybe get it going again next year. Check out Michael Ray Bauer. Again, he's the guy that played Donkey Lips on Salute Your Shorts, and he goes into detail about what he thinks that may have happened with the event. And I'll link his channel here at the end as well. All right, I appreciate you watching, and make sure you subscribe.